Jet set and ready to go.
4 years on the 4th.
Catch you on the flippy flip.
Hello, friends. Welcome in. How are you today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let me just double check that everything is working, and then we will begin. In the meantime, how are you? What have you been up to? It is 4th of July. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. I have not checked anything. I need to reset that thing. Boop, 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 boop. Boop over here. Boop over there. Boop everywhere. refresh that. And I think we're good to go. Okay, yeah, I think we're good. All right, let's go ahead and move on over here. Welcoming everybody. How are you today? Starting us off. Oh, wait. I messed up the thing because I forgot that Sassy subscribed. Hold on. I forgot to reset the daily sub thing from last stream, but I reset it to 0 when it should be 1. There we go. Sassy, thank you so much for the 48 months. 4 years on the 4th. Incredible. That is wild. 4 years, Sassy. Does it feel that long to you? Wild card, welcome in. I'm always like, wait, Gray, wild card? And then I remember, no, you said wild card. Wild card, welcome in. Bear, hello, how are you? How's it going? Moxie, welcome in. Gigi, hello. Erica, hello. How's it going? Are you gonna go watch fireworks? No. So here in Alaska, 4th of July is not as big because it's daylight outside at night. So fireworks, there is probably a display somewhere, but I'm also just not really I don't know. I'd rather just stay in most of the time than go out and do something. So no, I won't because we're so high up. The sun is out much later. Actually, I sent Yvie a picture the other day. I went to the grocery store at like 10:45 p.m. Because I needed to pick up a couple of random things really quickly. And one, I sent it to him mostly because we talk about how in Australia, a lot of stores close super early. To me, I think they close early. Like they all close at like 5-6 p.m. or something. And I'm always like, I often go to the grocery store at like 10 p.m. because it's like empty-ish. I mean, there's still people there, but it's like fairly empty and there are no lines and whatever. So that's why I was sending him a picture, but it was like 10:45 and it was still like the sun was just setting. And he was like, why is it so bright outside? And I was like, well, still summer. We're past solstice though. Which means it's now we're gonna start getting darker, which is good. And I've already noticed it. Like in mid-June, the sun was out almost the entire day, almost. Like at 1 a.m., it's dark, but there's still like a glow, you know? You can see pretty clearly. So anyway, yeah, so fireworks they don't have as big of displays here for 4th of July. Typically, New Year's here has more fireworks displays going on because of it's dark and they'll start super early. I have been to one fireworks display for 4th of July while living in Alaska, and it was at midnight. It was still light outside, and it was a very pitiful display as well. Can't believe I got a gifted sub as soon as I left the last stream. Oh no! Yeah, we had a bunch of like anonymous gifts last week or last time for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know who it was, but thank you. Both yes and no. I feel like I've been a part of this amazing community forever, but also not nearly long enough. Sassy, I feel that. It doesn't feel like when I think about it, I'm like, I just started streaming, right? Still light out. Yeah, still light outside. Oh, that makes sense. That is strange referring to daylight, he said. Yeah, it's yeah, because we're so far north, the sun stays out super late. And then but in the wintertime, it's darker earlier, which I prefer. Bruised, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? Who is this? I don't know. I don't know, Bear. Also, I will say, Peanut donated $5 off stream. So thank you, Peanut Matt, for getting us closer to our stretch goal. The next stretch goal is that I will get my nose pierced. So if you would like to see me with my nose pierced, and I will probably also try to get it recorded, then do it, I guess. I'm getting I'll get it on my right side, like I had it. For those who don't know, I had a fake one on for like a week. I tried to convince everyone it was real, and it honestly, it worked for the most part. Yeah, not a bull ring. No, we might not recognize you with the nose piercing. I have the. Where's the Hold on. I still have my fake one. Hi, says baby brother. Moxie, say hello to your brother. So I had this fake one. It's probably a little bent right now though. So it's not gonna look as good as it did when I was using it. But it's also kind of large, but it'll just be like this. I kind of want it closer to my nose though, if possible.
Jetpack to moon and back.
Woo.
Woo! Daz, thank you so much for the 16 months. That is wild. That is pretty crazy. Daz, how are you? How are you doing today? That suits you. Thank you, Wildcard. I was actually surprised. That's actually why it became a stretch goal. Was like I kind of just put it on. I was talking to YV. A lot of these stories start off with I was talking to YV, and I was like, because he has his nose pierced, but he has a septum piercing. Alex, welcome in. Good day. How are you? And I was like, well, I have this fake one. What if I wore it and tried to convince people that it was real? And he was like, do it. And so I did. The amount, though, he was like, oh, I think actually word for word, Wildcard, I'm pretty sure he says it suits you. But then the amount of people who that week said, haven't you always had that? Or like, or then complimented. I was like, oh, maybe I actually should get my nose pierced. A lot of people said they liked it, so maybe I do get my nose pierced. Or do I just continue wearing a fake one? Morning all, I'm okay, just waking up. What are your plans for today, Daz? Alex, what are you up to? Anyway, so that's what got it started. My Twitch profile picture actually has me wearing it. Because I took a picture because I was like, I want to know kind of what it looks like. Anyway. So yeah, this is what I would get, like same side, all of that. But do I just wear it for the rest of stream? I played more Blueprints and had another enhanced moment. Really? Incredible. How many hours are you into it, Sassy? My plans: clean house before hubby gets here. Video games? I don't have any solid plans. I love that. I love that for you. That sounds like a wonderful day. When is Lego getting there? Food with fam at some point for me. Ooh, nice. Do you know what you're gonna have? My cousin shot me in the forehead with a Nerf gun, so I had to deal with that real quick. Oh, you're totally good, Moxie. Go take care of that. Last night I was on YV's stream for a bit. We played some Power Wash Sim. I almost started crying at some point. It was wonderful. But it was, for those who don't know, it was YV's birthday, his birthday stream. But I met YV last year on his birthday stream. So I was like very sentimental. And was, anyway. I need to go back and clip some stuff. We had some fun conversations. I love our podcast, our Power Wash podcast, as we've joked about. But it was a good old time. So I'll clip some of it. I'll share the clips so that way you guys missed it. Bear! What?
Orange heart.
Bear! That is wild. That is crazy. You want me to get this nose pierced, don't you? That is absolutely wild. It looks like I'm getting my nose pierced. Time to add another hole in your head. Wait, you're not cooking. Oh, Alex, that's good. I'm glad. Or I mean, if you actually do you like cooking? Do you not like cooking? But Bear, that is getting us to our goal for to get my nose pierced. Hold on. Maybe I can hold on. Let me prime it. I think because I did that, it should work. Bear. That is wild. Oh. Wait. You know, it's funny. Is hold on, let me fix this. I forgot because I was sharing my cam on YV's screen. I actually put my background in the my camera scene, so that way there was something behind me. Okay, now it should work normal. Bear, you know that that's dangerous. You know that's dangerous because sometimes when someone gifts that much, it...
Suddenly, things become quiet. Outside, trees rustle and sway. A breeze tugs at your hair as you feel the ground below you shake.
Oh no?
Oh no. You know what it is.
What is it?
A big gifter.
A big gifter? Bear! Thank you so much for the $95 getting us to our nose piercing goal. Another stretch goal net for the Australia trip. The bunny is going to that. So thank you very much. That is wild. Very kind of you. The generosity is just shooting out of the ground. Big gifter. What? But I primed it. I primed it though. It switched. Why does it not work? Why does it not work after? I don't understand. I don't know what's happened because it works sometimes. It doesn't work other times.
Ribbit.
Get out of there. The family special, Moxie, what does that mean? It's funny when it doesn't work. I'm glad you think it's funny because I even, okay, hold on. We'll give it 3 seconds in. Oh, you see, now it's broke. Now it's just broken. It's just, it says I'm in the frog scene. But we're here. See, that shouldn't happen. Let's go to cat. Back to here. Back to frog. Okay, and now we're back. So it's playing. We know it can play. We know it can do the thing. I just scared him a little. All right. Too many frogs? Not enough frogs. Maybe the robot ran out of fuel. Okay. From the top.
Suddenly, things become quiet. Outside, trees rustle and sway. A breeze tugs at your hair as you feel the ground below you shake. Oh no. You know what it is.
What is it?
A big gifter.
A big gifter? Bear! Thank you so much for the $95 getting us to our next stretch goal. Again, this is going to the Australia trip. Pivy and I have been talking about doing some streams while we're driving, and if so, like that, it'll help go to pay for some of the mics and stuff, and also for the fun stuff we do there too. So thank you very much. Will it work? It's working. Frog. So Bear, thank you so much. We had Big Gifter, now we have Big Frog. So many frogs, they're dancing, they're spinning. They're excited about nose pierces. They're all gonna have their nose pierced too. So thank you very much. I actually had a, they're not, but thank you. But thank you for the generosity, for saving me from the Big Gifter. Very much appreciated. So many frogs, but at least I didn't get hit by a laser.
Ribbit.
So thank you very much. Now that is wild. That is absolutely wild, Bear. Thank you so much. That is so generous. Just, yeah, so incredibly generous. Thank you very, very, very much. What is, I forgot. Oh wait, that's, did I never update? I never updated the chat command. Embers, welcome in. So, okay, hold on. I have to update the screen thing real fast. So, the next thing is the Hot One stream. Where is... what are you guys, for the Americans, are you guys doing anything for 4th of July while I get this all donezo and updated? Let's see, overlays. Bear, thank you so much. That is incredibly wild. Absolutely, you're a wild bear! A wild, wild bear. Goal settings? Yes, okay. Hot Ones stream. This one is a bit more just because of the fact that the Hot One sauces are expensive. So I have to compensate for that. And refresh. No! Timo saved me! Refresh. Oh, it did. Okay, there we go. The Hot Ones sauces are honestly wildly expensive. I didn't actually quite realize that when I put this on the list. Is there something else I needed to do? So we got the horror game goal. We need to start, we're gonna start voting on the games next week. I need to put together the tournament bracket. Everyone has already suggested games, and so, wait, you just played Timo? Incredible. The chances. Sitting on the couch watching you, or watching TV and you, 0 IRL friends, that's fair. This is what I'm doing. Oh, we're not playing all of them? Yeah, it wasn't
Jet
all.
set and ready to go.
I'm just now a horror game streamer. Yimit, thank you so much for 40 months. Thank you for resubscribing. That is also a very long time. That is wild. What have you guys been up to for the 4th? Emmers and Yimit. Any idea when you're going to be doing the crochet stream? Fingers crossed. Yeah. So I actually think it will be soon. I need to figure out, like, probably within the next couple weeks. I think I will probably do it, like, as a bonus stream on a Saturday or something. Or, it seems like one that I want to do not on a weekday. Or, like, if it's a weekday, it's a Friday going into a Saturday or something like that. We have 0 plans for today, mainly because we are having Mom's Celebration Life is next Saturday, and we'll be barbecuing then. Fair. That's totally fair. What are you gonna be barbecuing? Do you know? Yeah, Bruce, I'm not, this is what I'm doing. You know, I'll just be here. I'm also not a big, like, 4th of July person. It's never been, like, a holiday that I've really gone out of my way for, I guess. I don't know. What games of the horror game roster? Not all, but some of the big ones. I don't remember, because I didn't suggest any of them. I remember, I think Soma is on there. Resident Evil 8. Those are the 2 that I remember. But there's like 15, I think, at least. A Bear recommended a bunch. Jonzo recommended a bunch. Yeah. Visage. Are we removing the family-friendly tag? So it'll still be, the family-friendly really is like for chat. It's more like, we play games that are not family-friendly. Like, we play, one of my favorite games that we've streamed isn't family-friendly, which is Disco Elysium. A very non-family friendly game. I mean, in terms of like what they talk about, I guess. Nothing is really shown in it, because it's also like a third person, slightly isometric, like, I don't know, game. Like, they don't really show very much, but it's more like the topics that they talked about. But anyway, we play like non-family friendly games, but it's just more of like the chat and community is supposed to stay family friendly, if that makes sense. Burgers and hot dogs. Plan on having fruit, veg, and deli platters. I'm thinking of getting some cupcakes. Ooh, that did my wedding. Oh, that would be so good. That would be so very good. Would you get cupcakes again? Or what kind of cupcakes would you get? This was always a holiday that annoyed me purely for selfish reasons. Do you know how hard it is to have a birthday on the 5th when everyone is away? Is your birthday tomorrow, Erica? It keeps people like me in line. Right, exactly. It just is, keeps chat, you know, and yeah, in line within the boundaries. I still need to go back and finish that. It's good. I love it. I mean, I would love to do another playthrough of Disco Elysium at some point, and do sort of like a different, like, as you choose different archetypes for the main character that give you different, like, you know, strengths and whatever. And it's very D&D-ish in a way, sort of. But I did sort of like he was like, I had like nothing in intelligence. He was like a physically strong cop. Or wait, no. I did. He was our soft boy. I made him very like, I went the like, I forget what that section of traits were, but I went like empathy and like all that sort of stuff. I want to do one where he's like just mostly like motorics and just strength and just really dumb. And the thing is, gosh, okay, so here's the thing with Disco Elysium is like there's a political aspect to it. Like they talk about things like communism and socialism and fascism and all this other stuff. But in order to get all of the achievements, you have to do a run sort of where you're kind of a fascist. And part of me is like, that seems too real right now. So maybe, I don't know if, the thing is that I would probably do the strong boy route, and probably make him a fascist, but we could always do the smart guy. We could always do the smart cop. Which honestly would probably be pretty good. I bet there's a lot that I missed because my guy wasn't very smart. You'll be 40. Well, happy early birthday, Erica. I don't know if I'm streaming tomorrow, but if I do, we'll say happy birthday to you then if we see you. That's awesome. I hope you have a very happy birthday. What are you doing? Moxie. Go full fight mode. Mom, oh, you see, there's so many there's so many things in Disco Elysium that we didn't see or we didn't succeed because my strength was so low. Lemon and chocolate. Ooh, that sounds good. I've ever had, so we'll at least get chocolate cake, lemon curd, chocolate frosting. Ooh, I love lemon flavored things. Like desserts are so good. And actually, like drinks too. I love like lemonade and limeades and stuff. I'm including that as a lemon flavored thing, even though I know I just said it's a limeade. Wait! Oh, right, we talked about that because my birthday's January 7th. Imagine telling somebody you're doing a fascist run in a game. Well, the thing is like, I mean, to be fair, it's even more than that. Like, I think to sort of go, if my understanding is correct, and for people who don't know Disco Elysium, this is gonna, I mean, sound wild. In Disco Elysium, it's sort of like an alternate universe of Earth. It's supposed to take place in what I imagine is like alternate world Estonia, because the devs are Estonian. And I've heard it's like heavily inspired by Estonia. But so there's like, it's Earth, but it's not. Everything is very different. But all that to say, the game gives you a lot of different options, and I'm fairly positive if you're doing a fascist run of the game, you also have to be a little bit racist as well. And so that's not something I'm necessarily looking forward to. And that's also why I'm like, I don't know if I do that run on stream. That seems a little intense. But, oh, lovely, right. Well, and the worst part, Bear, if that's not terrible enough, you have to be mean to Kim. You have to be mean to Kim as part of that. So he has to be disappointed in you at some point in order to get one of the achievements. Emmers, thank you so much for the 120 stream streak. Crushing it. Thank you for being here. Wait, thank you. I get Moxie and his brother back next week at Papa Chaos is having a party for me. That's awesome. That's so good. Well, I hope you have so much fun. I remember I got through the first area and was going through a blockade or something. Yeah, okay, yeah. The strike. Right to work. Right to work. What game we're talking about? Disco Elysium. It is a detective game where you play as a detective who has basically done he's waking up from like a bender of a couple of days where he is substance abused so much that he has literal brain damage and cannot remember who he is or what he's doing. But he wakes up and he's like already like he had traveled to this town to go solve a murder. And instead was so depressed that he drinks and takes drugs, and then he wakes up a couple days later and he's like, what is going on? Where am I? Who am I? And you have to then solve a murder, but it's sort of D&D-esque because you have to do every conversation you have, every action you take really requires a dice roll that the game does for you, but you have different aspects of your personality that are talking to you. So like as you interact with somebody or as you like look at a broken window, a check is gonna happen. Depending on how you score, like there might be a part of your personality that will then start talking to you, and it'll be like, you know, there's like a part of there's like, just guessing, there's probably like 16 to 20 different aspects of your personality that you have to put in like skill points in, whatever. And so like some of them maybe are more like the smart and intellectual part of your brain that might help you with the detectiving. There's another like set of emotions or whatever that are more like the social aspect. So like empathy, reading people, I forget what some of the other ones are. It's been a while since we've played. And then there's another set which are like all physical skills. So it could be like actually how strong you are. Like, I think visual calculus was one. I think which is like being able to just like look at something and being able to tell like either like, you know, the trajectory of like a bullet or like whatever, like it's all that kind of stuff. And so it's really cool. It's an incredible game. There's a lot of writing. It is a text heavy game. It is a lore heavy game. You can miss a lot if you don't spend time talking to people and reading things and whatever. But the choices you have in the game are vast. And so you can be either like a super dumb, sweet cop, or you can go totally opposite. You can be you can be a racist. I will say the game does make fun of you for being one, which is, you know, good. It does like, the game doesn't necessarily encourage you to do that, but it is the options. But you like people are then disappointed with you. It'll affect the way people see you and stuff. It's a fantastic game, but this game is ridiculous. It is, but it's incredible. The writing is great. It's also so that when it first released, it only had a little bit of voice acting. They then released the like something edition. I can't remember what it was called. And they added voice acting for like probably 95% of the game. The voice actor, his name is Windblown. He actually does our alerts for the stream. I emailed him after playing the game, and I was like, I just beat Disco Elysium. It was incredible. I am a streamer. I don't know if you have any interest in doing this, but actually, yeah. So there we go. That's Windblown. That is the narrator of Disco Elysium. And I was like, I don't know if you're familiar with Twitch, but there are like sound alerts and stuff. Would you be interested if, could I hire you to do my alerts and things? And he said yes. And so we've hired him twice over, the years. And so when people lurk, when people follow, subscribe, all of that, The big gifter. When it does the suddenly, a breeze, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's him. And I styled that as best I could as like a Disco Elysium script, because Disco Elysium, the writing is very descriptive. It goes out of its way to describe things that maybe don't necessarily seem relevant, but there's whenever, because again, it'll if you do a check where you're trying to see if something is off, you're maybe getting an inkling that there could be something weird. The way it describes it isn't just yeah, you totally get that something's off here. It might be there's a feeling of blah, 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 blah. It goes out of its way to describe the setting and the scene and what you're seeing. And so the Be Gifter, I tried to write as best I could. I got a bunch of I pulled up the Disco Elysium script. There's a website that has the full script. And I was all right, let's find some of the most descriptive things and figure out how they kind of write stuff. And so I was okay, I'm gonna start describing the wind and the earth shaking and whatever, because they kind of do stuff like that too. But anyway, let me see. Maybe I'll go back to that after I finish my Australian delivery simulator. How far into it are you, Bear? Okay, that part I would probably enjoy. Maybe I just changed the story in my head, like hit my head, got amnesia to make me feel better. It's kind of hard to avoid, I will say, the drinking part, but you can choose to not drink, and we did actually. So like, the game has you have options to drink and also take prescription drugs. Also, Toon, welcome in. How's it going? Oh wait, did you say you go by Looney or do you go by Toon? Can't remember right now. But you do have the ability to not choose to do that, but you will. Toon, okay, yeah. Toon, how are you? Interestingly, so like if you drink and if you take drugs in the game, you get bonuses to your stats. And it's sort of, okay, this is kind of an interesting thing. It's not spoilers, I don't think. This isn't spoilers. But there is no drawback for drinking and doing drugs in the game. Which in a like, and apparently this was the devs' intention behind this. It is to sort of be like, well, if there's no drawback, I should take more. And then in a way, people who start doing that, you get addicted to using those items. You keep going and buying those items and whatever in a way to show sort of like dependency on substances and like all that, which is like 4D chess. But anyway, on my run I didn't drink, I didn't do any drugs. But there is one of his aspects of his personality. So hold on, let me just pull up Disco Elysium skills. Oh, the art style of the game is also incredible. I love it. It is my favorite thing. Also, I forgot there's actually 4 different... Gosh, we need to replay this. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. 5D chess, yeah. I'm doing good, Toon. Remind me, whereabouts are you from? Wait, this isn't... This screenshot is missing the things on the side. Wait, does it not typically say... Ah, there we go. The full chart, please. Here we go. Here we go. Here is the Disco Elysium chart of all the skills. These are all the skills in the game, and they're broken up into intellect, psyche, physique, and motorics. That's right. So intellect is going to be like, I mean, it makes sense. Your smarty skills. You have logic, encyclopedia, rhetoric, drama, conceptualization, and visual calculus. That makes sense. So like visual calculus will be like looking at a thing, being able to see like, you know, if you find bullet marks, well, he can look at it and sort of be like, okay, it came from over here. Or being able to judge the distance of something or whatever. Encyclopedia will be like, as you're walking around and seeing murals or seeing different things about the city, he will actually like know those things. And you'll be able to get more like lore out of the game by kind of going in that route. Psyche is what I did. Volition, empathy, authority, inland empire, esprit de corps, suggestion. So like, I think I was high on empathy. But like things like authority will be, there are some people who are going to challenge you. And so like, being able to be confident and stick to, you know, when you speak, you know, will you succeed or will you fail? The Esprit de Corps, I believe that one's the one that is sort of like your cop sense. Because he's been like a detective for a while, so that's sort of just like his innate cop detective feelings, I guess. I believe Inland Empire is the one that's sort of like his connection to the city, if I recall. I think that's what that one is. But then physique, endurance, pain threshold, physical instrument, electrochemistry, shivers, and half-light. So I was gonna mention, because we were talking about the drugs and drinking and stuff, electrochemistry and half-light are sort of your, like, because he is a broken cop. He is like a damaged, sad, broken cop who has been dependent on substances. Part of his aspect of his personality are like, you know what would make it easier if you were drunk right now. And so they're like, you should go drink. You should, what if you, or like you'll find little like clues and stuff that might be bottles of whatever, and they're like, I mean, you could drink it. What if you drank it? And then that's more electrochemistry is sort of like, I think his like his chemical dependence on those things. Half-light is sort of his like I don't know what to describe it besides his like the devil on his shoulder, kind of being like almost in anything. Like, what if you punched him? Like, you could punch this guy if you wanted. Maybe that'll make him, you know, talk or whatever. So like you have aspects, and the thing is like you still can make choices. It's not just like forcing you into it. But and then you have motorics. Hand-eye coordination, perception, reaction speed, savoir-faire, interfacing, and composure. And so that's going to be a lot of like his senses. So, you know, how quickly he can react to something, but then also if you're like interacting with an object, you know, he can touch it and kind of maybe get a different feel for it, or smell it, or taste it, or whatever, and that gives you more information. But it's as you're just playing the game. I don't know why we're on this tangent. But as you're playing the game, it's just doing checks. Like, as you're talking to people, it's just constantly doing checks. Sometimes it's like, you will have succeeded on something, and it will then automatically give you some additional information. Or it'll say, like, you know, you're questioning somebody, and your empathy picked up on something, and now you have like, on your next little, like, choices of questions, you have an additional thing to ask. But then there are some times where it'll give you like a check that you choose when you want to do. And some of them are like you fail and you can never try it again. Like, you have now just failed at that thing for this playthrough, and maybe on your next playthrough you want to make sure you have that skill or strength, like with skill points, so it ups your chance of succeeding in it. And you can try everything though. Like, even if you put your skill points in empathy, you can try the physical challenges that they give you as well, but you just might fail at them, you know? Anyway, sorry, that's Disco Elysium. I love it. It's one of my favorite games. But it's a detective game. It's a beautiful game. Like, the textures of like the environments and stuff are cool. The writing is very good. Anyway, how are you all? He does have such a great voice. Sorry, I'll catch up now. I got the entire left side of Australia connected to the network, so maybe I'm a little under half Bear. That's amazing. That's where I'll be when I visit. Oh, no, I'll be on the right side. Never mind. You need to go to the right side. You live near in DC. Are you doing anything for the 4th tune? I have none of those skills, Moxie. Only I can self-deprecate. I went heavy into psyche and intellect. I think I did empathy. I think empathy was my highest one. I'm pretty positive. And they have some like default ones that like, if you don't want to put skills on to your own, you can do like, they have these 3 different, they have the thinker, sensitive, or physical. Oh, maybe that's what I did actually. I think I just, yeah, I'm pretty sure I just chose sensitive. Hold on. These are the archetypes. Yeah, and also you can see some of the game art here, and I love it. It's like, it's so good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just chose sensitive. So it's 5 psyche, 4 physical, 2 motorics, 1 intelligence. And it's Inland Empire, which makes sense, because I think we got that a lot. I think next time I want to do thinker, maybe. And then last I'll do physical. Anyway. I have all of my skill points put into the devil on the shoulder one, like in real life, Moxie. I didn't realize that game was D&D like in a sense. Yeah, it is sort of magical. Magical, welcome in. I saw you do your check-in, but I was on my disco rant. It sounds like disco's got great replayability value. It does. Like the storyline won't change, but you can see stuff that you didn't. And actually, I will say, I totally missed a thing. And the next time I play, I want to try to see if I can get something to, like, this quest line to start, because I am on the Disco Elysium subreddit a lot, and I saw people were talking about their favorite portraits in the game, because the portraits are all very cool. I love the art style in Disco Elysium, and someone posted one of their favorites, and I was like, I have no idea who that is. I did not see that person at all in my run, so I needed, like, I found out who they are, and I didn't explore something, so I need to go, like, explore what's cool. So then on top of your skills, there's something called the thought cabinet, which is, as you go about the world, your guy, he will start to he'll start to think about things. And start to conceptualize things, but it's your choice to decide which ones he actually thinks through, and that might give you bonuses. Some of them actually give you negatives, but you then you have a limited amount of them that you can do in a playthrough, because as you have to select one, and then you have to play for a bit, and time has to progress in the game before he is finish conceptualizing that thought. Some of them, again, might just give you a bonus. Some of them might let you redo certain checks that you have previously failed at. But yeah, it does have quite a lot of replayability. And again, you might fail at a skill check that then affects how far you can interrogate somebody, or what kind of information they're gonna give you. But it's all very I don't know. It is honestly one of the most deep games I've played, in terms of the more and more you think about it, you're okay, the character writing in this is so good. They've really put a lot of thought into the story they wanted to tell and the world they wanted to build. It actually, so Disco Elysium started as a tabletop RPG. The creator of Disco Elysium and the world first made a TTRPG. He's even written a book within the world of Disco Elysium, and then they made a game with Disco Elysium. And so there is actually like quite a lot of lore that connects to other stuff. The book has been translated into English unofficially. Again, they're Estonian. So it's been translated unofficially. It's called A Terrible Sacred Air, I believe, or something like that. And the TTRPG has not, but it's quite old, from what I understand. He has been like developing the world for 10 years previous to when Disco Elysium was like released. So there's like quite a lot in there, but it's very cool. Like, again, it's like an alternate reality Earth. There's like also some weird stuff happening. I wish, okay, here's the thing, is the studio like collapsed. They sold the studio to a guy who then fired all of the original creators. So Zom, which is the company that is the developer, still exists, and they're like going to make a Disco Elysium sequel apparently, or they were, but then it got canceled. But they were going to do that without any of the original creators, because they fired them all. But anyway, so will there actually be like a real Disco Elysium sequel? Probably never. Even if it's like in name only, like that might be it. Because I don't know. Yeah, the creator's gonna be gone. But anyway, there's a lot, like the world seems huge. There seemed like there was gonna be a lot to really explore and maybe future installments and stuff, but let's sigh, we can't have everything. Anyway, how did we get started on this? But yeah, the art is like, how dare they try to do it without the originals? Yeah, I mean, that's honestly how I feel. Let me see, hold on, let me show you Disco Elysium character portraits. Oh, so the characters are just wild themselves. Like, oh, you know who honestly has one of my favorites? Hold on. These are all of the characters of Disco Elysium. Or not all of them, probably, but most of them. Let's see. You've convinced me to play it. It's $3.99. Oh yeah, 100%. It's definitely worth that. Yeah, for sure. There's so many cool portraits. I really like the top one with the red. This guy is really interesting. I know it's a lot more pixelated. It looks so cool when you can see the full res, because you can see all the texture of the brushes and stuff. This is Idiot Death Spiral, or Idiot something Spiral. Is it Death Spiral? It might be, something like that. He's a great character, but his portrait kind of fits his personality, and I think that's what they do very well. The guy in the middle of the screen right now with the green tattoos, I think is dope. He's actually one of my favorite characters. I wish I could see what his tattoos looked like. That like green and red lines are tattoos. He's a truck driver. He is honestly one of my favorite characters in the whole game. I really like the portrait of bottom left with the yellow bandana, question mark? I feel like the facial expression, but also then like the color usage of like the yellow is really cool. The person above her, I don't like his character, but his art is very like I find it rather like iconic as a character. Like it stands out. It fits him very well. Kim, who is on the middle left with the white circle, his is also very cool. I like his a lot. I want his jacket. You can buy his official jacket. Anyway. Bought it! I've let Idiot Death Spiral. Yeah. His story is fun. Is that Cthulhu? Probably not. Is it? I think it's Idiot Doom Spiral. That's what it is. I knew it started with a D. Idiot Doom Spiral, which makes more sense. If you meet that character, he's a fun one to talk to because I don't know. His writing is great. His also like the voice actor, I feel like does such a fantastic job of like displaying his character. He's with two other guys. One guy's named Rosemary, and the other guy is named Don't Call Abigail. Anyway. But anyway. Such a fantastic, like, I absolutely love it. It is a fantastic game. And I played it on PlayStation, and I wonder if I should continue playing it on PlayStation or if I should switch to the Steam so I can get my Achievos. I mean, I was getting Achievos on PlayStation, but like, I don't know. I should see how many achievements I got on PlayStation. Anyway, I think you guys should play it. It's a fantastic game. I encourage you, like, it is definitely a game you want to, like, oh, I already own it on Steam. I think because fun fact, it is a game on Steam that you can play on a Mac. Boom, we're gamers. We're gamers too. So I've owned it on my Mac Steam for a while. I actually started a playthrough on Steam with it, so on my Mac. So actually, I already have some achievements. I forgot. I didn't get very far though. But no, it's a fantastic game. I do encourage you, like, if you're gonna play it, like it's one where you're gonna want to like listen to that narration. It's going to be a lot of text, but like, listen to get into the lore of the game and the story. You're gonna want to like go through it. There's actually only a few things that are not voice acted. So like, all of his thoughts are read out to you, and they pop up on the side. But like, really get into it. Really, go into it for the lore and the feeling of the game, because it can be a very like, let it take you on a journey, an emotional journey, an intellectual journey. There's just a lot to do and explore. So I don't know. It's a much smaller game than I thought it would be. I didn't know if I would have room for it on the Steam Deck, but I do. Yeah. It's honestly, because I think, again, a lot of it's probably just text and then the voice audio. The game itself is not necessarily like crazy intensive visually. Is it on Switch or Xbox? It is probably on Xbox. Switch, I don't know. Apparently it is. Oh yeah, it is currently 90% off right now on Steam. So yeah, friends, go get it. I was gonna find like a good screenshot of the game just to show sort of like the visual style of it. This is what visually it looks like. And I love it. Like, this is one of the like places in the game that you can go to. But I love like the textures of the game. Like if you're looking at the wall at the bottom left, like you can see sort of like it's all painted textures, and so you can see the different like brush strokes sort of to show kind of the dirtiness and rundownness of the town. Even the road, like the crosswalk that's sort of now at the bottom left, like you can see like the paint smudges, but that's supposed to be sort of like snow. But it's just sort of like such a neat, cool visual style. I am in love with Disco Elysium. I love it so much. If you love it so much, why don't you marry it? I will, if I could. It's just such a like, I don't know. To me, I think it's such a beautiful game. But yeah, it's isometric, so it's not like crazy, you know. Are we gonna do something real quick? Do it, enjoy. We actually have to run ads, and I feel like that is going to be the best way for me to stop talking about Disco Elysium. So we'll run ads, we'll BRB, and then we'll hop into some Windblown for a bit. I don't know how long we'll go because I know I started super late. So we'll just play some Windblown for a bit. Just kind of hang out and chat while I play Windblown. Would you guys like to do that? So friends, if you need a stand-up, stretch, etc., now is a perfect time to go do so. If you need me to stop talking about Disco Elysium, now is the perfect time. So we'll do that, we'll run ads, and then we'll BRB.
Take this pause to rejuvenate. Stand, stretch, hydrate. We will be back in just a few moments.
Hello. Welcome in, everybody. There's actually been another update since we have played. Will they pop up with the patch notes here? I actually don't know. So, hold on. The gift update. Gift update. Abundance. Bonus cogs increased to plus 25%. Now applies to the whole team. Berserk Fury, blah, 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 blah. They added some new stuff. Enraged Dodge. Crippling Dodge. Deadly Expansion. These are new skills. I feel like there was something... I'm not gonna read all of this. Oh wait, hold on. I see. I need to know, like... So there's like a new feature. Oh, wait, is it this? Does it show like... No, that's 0.6. Oh, right. So there are these things called gifts now. Or, no, hold on. There's like a chest or something that we can get as we're running around. Wait, I really did scare you? I'm sorry. Like, I think it's like if you can get to the end of a level within a certain amount of time, there's like a time chest and some of the items in it are really nice or something. If you've not seen this is a roguelike game. We are just punching enemies is all it is. I'm good, it's fine. The jump scare. Oh, was I in the middle of a run? I guess I was. I guess we keep going. Or do I start anew? Let's start anew. How do I do that? There we go. Give up. We'll start anew. Back to the arc. So you guys can see what it's like. For people who haven't seen this game, you can see what it's like at the beginning of a run. I had apparently already done a full loop, so... Okay. Oh, I remember what I was doing. There's like a special skin for this, but you have to be this character in order to get it. My favorite skin is probably... I really like this one. He's like a little lizard. Though we got the snake last time. Snake was kind of cool. The tail is neat. We do have this guy now. I'll be the axolotl because we have to in order to get one of the skins. The time chest. There we go. Adds a chest containing extra rewards in each biome's end shop. It can be opened if you are quick enough to reach it. Okay. So we've unlocked a lot of the things in this game. I can't remember if I was using these last time, but these have become some of my favorite weapons. I love things that are like long distance weapons. So anyway, so hopefully we'll be able to get that while we're running around. This is like the hub before you hop into a thing. Alert! You've accumulated enough points through the loyalty program. Congratulations, you've won the amazing Deck Tower, a model reserved for our most loyal customers. Without further delay, I hereby order the delivery. Beep boop, beep beep boop. Your new Deck Tower will arrive in a few moments. Oh! A small teleporter is located at its base. Just climb to the top to use the deck tower. The deck tower allows you to send a selection of memories into the vortex, helping you to determine which ones might appear during your next expedition. For example, if you don't want to see any more Katars, simply remove them from your selection. And when teaming with other Leapers, the shared loot is based on everyone's selection. If you feel like changing your memory selection, simply modify it in the deck tower. Remember, deck tower, choose your memories and watch them return with ease. If you enjoyed the deck tower, feel free to give us 5 stars on Friend Forever is Offline. I just had an idea. What's your idea? Okay, so... Wait a minute. What does that mean? What does 17 min 8 mean? Oh, like, you have to have a minimum of 8 choices. Let's get rid of the shield. The fishing rod is funny, but don't like the heavy blade. No Katars. Anchor is fine. Let's get rid of the eye blade. Let's get rid of the fishing rod. Let's increase our chances of getting weapons that I want. Oh wait, hold on. Let's do that. Okay, this is a good selection for my weapons. Trinkets. I can get rid of 2. The time stop has not been super useful to me. And I don't like the goo bomb. Mag fishes, I don't like the boing fish. Okay. I mean, honestly, we can keep all of these. I really don't care about resetting this. That's awesome. That is new. That I've been able to. I like that. That is very good for us. Oh wait, this is the. Oh wait, if they keep saying deck tower, I'm going to keep hearing it in Raph's voice. Does he say that? Wait, have you played Undertale before? I have not. Well, actually, I take it back. I have. I have played only up to the first boss. Like, I beat the flower, and then that was it. But I have heard that. I know quite a bit about Undertale, but I've never, like, done a complete playthrough. Is this the third Brotato game where you zipped around a bunch? Yes! Oh, the 3D. I read that first as third, and I was like, there's a third Brotato game. But yes, yeah. So you zip around, and it is co-op. I really love this game. What's this about a tower again? I hope you're not going to use that thing from the vortex. Oh, okay, that was just probably telling us. This is the difficulty thing? Right. Let's just do clear skies for now. We'll start at the fungal swamp. Yes, so it's kind of a fast-paced 3D action game. And I love it. It's honestly very, very fun. And also, the devs did give us a code for this, so I should probably... It's been out for a bit. Oh, I have branded content turned on. Perfect. Didn't even... Forgot about that. Ooh! Alright. I'm already loving this whole tower thing. What do I want on my primary? Or do I want this one? Probably this. I think. We sell that. We get to choose a gift. Echoing hits. Weapon and trinket hits. Shady, welcome in. Thank you for the check-in. Balance. Strong recovery. Let's do... Ooh. Probably balance is good. Damage 0.2% for every point of max HP above your starting total. Right now it's at 0, but eventually, as we level up our health, we'll get stronger. Ow. Not bad. I haven't played in a bit, so I'm probably a little rusty.
See,
Thank you for the lure. Ooh, a new corrosive altar attack. So if we're able to get to the end of this level, we'll be able to unlock that for future things. Is this Hades? Not quite. I mean, maybe. It feels different enough for me, but it is a roguelike. It wouldn't be my first comparison, but it probably does have some Hades-ish. I've actually never played Hades, but let's go this way. How is your day, Shady? So if you get a an enemy to a like low enough health, you can do something called a crystallize, which is like a big hit. That's what crystallize is. I'm just gonna sell this. Oh, I forget I also have items or like other skills to use. Let's do this because it increases my HP, which, because of the gift I chose, will also make our damage go up little by little. Send discoveries to the art. Sweet. That skill we picked up to unlock will be available in the future. Let's go here to up our skills as well. Max health plus 50. We love it. So currently, we have a 15% increase to our damage. Just cleaning bathrooms. Fun, fun. We love adulting. Way too adult. Do you have any fun weekend plans? I also need to get the, oh, hello. I need to get, oh, I see, it says 2 minutes. I'm not gonna get to the chest in time, probably. Oh, I've dilly-dallied. I've dillied and dallied. I'm definitely not gonna get to, oops, also I failed this. I wasted even more time. Oh wait, oh, it's going up. Oh, does it go up based on the enemies you kill? Does it give you more time? Hold on. Or wait, no, it's just counting up. Wait, so I don't know, well, I don't know how fast I'm supposed to get there. Nah, we'll see this. Actually, that was probably a bad idea. I probably should have swapped the wand out. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how long, how much time I have to get to the chest. More health. More health. I need to up my attack speed though. Ooh, little bro! Let's get him. This is one of my favorite items. He's just a little robot that shoots for you. Like he's just always shooting. Never not shooting. Oh gosh. Get a gift. Complete crystallized. Weak foes can be crystallized. Weapon and trinket total damage plus 25%. Makes you invincible. Protects you from a hit and makes you invincible for 5 seconds. Recharges after 20 kills. Oh, they've updated that. That's actually really nice. Let's do weak foes can be crystallized. It used to be, I think, the first hit in every biome was free, which honestly is like not very useful because it only saves you from one hit, and at the beginning of a biome it's probably just from like a little guy. But the fact that it then recharges after killing so many enemies is honestly like much more. Oh, it's 5 minutes. We did it in time. Let's sell that. Echoing hits. Yes. And let's do the thing that gets our health up high. Well, it's 4th of July, so I'm celebrating American independence. I was actually going to make a joke. I was going to say, like, oh, are you celebrating the 4th? But you beat me to it. But it does make sense. If you're cleaning up, we could use some cleaning up here, so I'm gonna buy this and replace the wand because I like the umbrella. Let's upgrade our sentinel wings. The umbrella is cool because it sends out little tornadoes, and I love it. Who doesn't want to be Storm, you know? I also like the giant fish. It's very cute. Balloon fish, I think that's what it's called. Because it has little balloons, like, tied to it. That's how it flies. Or I think that's what it's called. But it also, I just love, like, I love how colorful this game is. I feel like a lot of roguelikes tend to be sort of like, darker almost, typically. But I love it. There's also, like, hidden spots that you have to watch out for. Like you can find secret areas if you, ooh, I dodged just at the right time. I really hope, so right now this game is in early access. I really hope when it does a full release, I hope it comes to console. Let us re-roll this. Wait. Melee hex, melee weapons. So this is a hex shrine where, like, there is a negative that comes with it being a, you know, usually there's also a positive along with it. But there's one that's really good, but they might have changed some of these. Melee weapon total damage plus 50%, but ranged, nah. Your hits heal you for 2%. I think that used to be 1%. But your dash cooldown is plus 300. Dash cooldown plus 300 after 25 enemy kills transforms into shells looted by the team plus 100%. Wait, that seems so low. 25 enemy kills? I mean, let's re-roll. Okay, that's the same one. Echo damage plus 100% total, but replication delay is increased by 1. That's not terrible at all. Ranged weapon total damage plus 50%, but melee damage. I mean, I tend to use ranged attacks mostly. I do have Echo. I wonder what would be better. Probably, let's do Echo. That's kind of what I'm. Windfish was taken, because I was like, is it called the Windfish? But I think I was getting confused. I think Echo seems better, because Echo. Wait, see inventory. Echo is weapon and trinket hits apply Echo, which is 125% damage, so that it will be 225% damage. with like, I guess, an additional second before it applies, but still seems pretty good. Let's do that. Okay. They must have, I think they must have changed that. Did you have fun on YV stream? I tried to make some of it, but I live on the East Coast and fell asleep around 3:45. No, you're totally good. I did. I had a wonderful time. We played. I want to see that echo. Okay, it did a bunch of damage. Ow. We played some Power Wash Sim. And just chatted while we did that. And it was wonderful. I started to cry. It wasn't like a huge, I was able to stop myself before it became too much. Power Wash, I was hoping you finished that sentence while you locked in there. I know. Oh, thank you for the help. I started that boss fight when I probably shouldn't have. Thank you, Jazz. Started crying a little bit because I don't know if you know this, but I met YV on his last year birthday stream, and so it was also sort of like, obviously we were. Wait, what was that? Oh, right. Obviously celebrating his birthday first, but also in a way like kind of celebrating like our friendship and when we met. And so yeah, so like as I was signing out, or like when we were done with Power Wash Sim, I just had to say a little like, you know, happy birthday, but also, you know, thank you for the last year and like, you know, all that sort of stuff. And so I started to like, I was like, you know, I was getting a little emotional there. I had to make a joke out of it in order to stop myself, and it worked, so that was good. But anyway, it was great. So, it was a wonderful time. But thank you for trying to come in. Yeah, I know the time zones. That's the one thing. Well, and he started early, so he could do kind of like a longer stream. Crystallize gives 8 gives 8 barrier. Gain a health flask. Let's do this one. So as we deal damage, we will get an extra flask that we can use for free, and then it'll just keep recharging. There's one where it's like every time you crystallize an enemy, your strength goes up, and if we get that, that'll be wonderful. That's why I got the one where we can crystallize weak enemies. Also need to up my attack speed. Perfect. This guy can shoot a lot faster. Right now, it's just so slow. But no, it was back from scrubbing. Oh wait, I'm back to scrubbing. Enjoy the scrubbing. I hope all the cleaning goes well. But yeah, it was wonderful. I love hanging out with YV. We actually talked about, or this morning, or his morning, I was like, thank you again for having me on stream. And he was like, we'll have to do that again sooner. So, because it's been a while since we've done Power Wash. And so, anyway, the more chances to Power Wash with him, the better, I say. We got to the plane that has the laser on it. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. Because my PQ isn't fast enough. So after we started with the Helter Skelter, and then did the plane. We only did 2 levels. But yeah, we have like 11 levels left, I believe, and a few of those are shorter ones. Echo stuns for a second. Weapon and trinket total damage plus 25% against isolated enemies. Yeah. Let's do that. That's probably better. More damage. Ow. Do I want this more than... I don't know who's more excited about it getting out dark, my husband or the kids. We have a few small fireworks we're gonna set off. No big booms and nothing leaves the ground, but still exciting. Oh, that's great. I love sparklers. I feel like, do you have any sparklers? Those are my favorite. Actually, I think we just recycle this. I normally like that one a lot, but actually, is there anything behind that waterfall? No. Boss time. I hate this boss, TBH. Because of these guys. This mechanic of like a wave circle is like my most hated boss mechanic or like enemy attack in video games. I hate it so much. I am so bad at dodging typically. Two. Ow. Oh, I'm just dying. I really need my attack speed up. Kill him. Whew. Unstable. When hit, creates an explosion. Echo deals plus 50% total damage and is treated as critical to trigger other effects. Echo replication delay, minus 0.2 seconds. I'm honestly not sure what that means. Replication delay? Replicate a percentage of any damage dealt after 1.5 seconds. Oh, I see. So, it's like... It is faster then. Like the attack happens faster, is what I assume that means. I guess we'll do echo damage. No sparklers. There was an uptick of kids getting burns. Oh, with sparklers when mine were born, so I avoid them. That's fair. That's totally fair. Heal in the hot springs. We need to talk to you again, right? That. I really doubt I made it in time to the chest. I bet. 10 minutes. You were too. Okay, so it must go up. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how that works. My favorite fish. The gobbling fish. That is level 4. We have a level 3. Random mark. I'll save my money. No, that's totally fair. Makes sense. Gotta stay safe. Let's use the key. So, the reason why I'm the axolotl right now is because there's a special skin that we can get in this area if the statue... There's like a statue you have to interact with. And it... I have to... It'll give me a skin. But I have to find it. And it also has to... Again... It's random if it shows up. Let's go. Also, I hate these weapons. I don't know their attack patterns as well, so I am likely to get hit. Have a good stream. I'll make some kids happy. Enjoy. I hope you have fun. Brutal dash. Let's do attack speed. Even though I need more health. Hiding. They'll like put Let's go for more of our stats. This guy's not my fave. Go to my tornadoes. Attack for me. Let's do this one because also increases our HP. I'm supposed to look for a statue that looks like the axolotl. I believe it'll be like a big blue or purple statue. Something like that, but one that's closer that we can interact with. Not that. That doesn't look like me. Ow. Ooh, okay. Let's actually swap that. And now... So now we have a boomerang. Okay, this should be good. This is good. This is good for us. Anything? Nothing hiding over here. Hiding over here. Just had s'mores. Ooh, some more what? Peanut, welcome in. How are you? How's he going? You still live? I am. Well, we started late. So I've only been live for like less than 2 hours, I believe. How goes it? Ow. I don't like this guy that he like leaps at me. I should have used this. Some dodging. Oh gosh! It's fine. You were nervous, not me. Tranquility. Range total damage 25%. Triggers another alter attack after the first one, dealing 50% of the damage. Yes, this is what we want. Upgrading Crystallize. Permanently increases your damage by 2% for every Crystallize. So let us replace... Let's just replace this critical echo right now. I don't think it's as strong. Wait, it was so strange not seeing you in YV stream. I missed you? Oh. I loved it. I had such a grand time. What a lovely man. I loved playing Power Wash with him though. That was... Go. He has more crystallize. Also, I need to kill people without taking damage. Ah! Ah! Done. Also, every time I do that, sometimes it prompts me to hit left trigger, and I jump in the air, and there's like a little beam attack. That is where when I get my damage increase. Do I want any of these? Actually, this isn't bad. Let's get rid of Duelist for now. I feel like Duelist will come back. But no, Sure. Free damage upgrade? Okay. Well, I'd say free. It was 30 monies, but you know. I didn't need to kill anybody. I loved our power wash, power washing. I talked to him this morning. And rude. This other guy healed him. I don't like you. Can you stop healing him? Thank you. Ow! And I was like, oh, I had so much fun. Thank you for having me on stream again. And he said, oh, hopefully we can do that again sooner. So I'm hoping I'll be on his stream for a bit. Again soon. I think it was like probably like January was maybe the last time we did power washing, because I think it was around my birthday. I'm fairly positive, or like January or February was the last time we did some power washing, so I really hope we get to do more again. I don't know about you, but not a fan of fireworks in general. The family is doing them. Is it the loud noises? Because I don't really like. If I go to a fireworks display ever, I have to take earplugs with me because I don't like the popping. That would be fun, right? I just love it. I love hanging out with YV. Yay. Upgraded little bro. We love it. Did you see him doing... He spoke about me. I didn't see that, no. You gotta ask to play with him again? Like, wait, what did he say? I'm gonna have to go back. Was it about Power Wash, or? Yeah, I have ADHD and possible autism, and it leads into the sound up. Ah, yeah, like a sound sensitivity. Is that what it's called? Ooh. Upgraded boomerang. Oh, actually the same. This one's it's better, so we'll still swap it out. I thought it'd be a higher level. He said thank you. I was grateful for you. It's for Lincoln's birthday. Ah, okay. Very cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I told them today. I was like, it was an honor being there for your birthday, and also for being able to celebrate our friendship. Were you there when we finished Power Wash? Because I definitely almost started crying. Is this... I mean, this looks like me. Can I not... Is this not the right statue? Maybe it needs to be, like, smaller. Yeah, I guess it does look like me. Unless it's, like, in one of those side areas, that's probably what it is. I haven't really spotted any, though. You need to keep an eye out. I'm gonna have to, like, run through the level again. Oh, where'd you know I was sleeping? Ah, okay. Fair. Oh, I hate this guy. Eat him, gobblefish. Oh, they fixed that. There was this... One of the last times... Oh. Heal, please. There was this, like, not bug, but you could, like, push this guy off to one side, and it, like, basically saved you from any of his attacks if you did that. Let's do this one. It looks like they... Did you cry? Oh, wait, but the video is saved, right? Yeah. His VOD should be there, and it's always on his YouTube, too. Do I want any of these? I don't think I don't want to replace anything right now. Yeah. So we'll just take the money. Okay. I like started to get like choked up. While just saying thank you and stuff. And this is, I mean, like, I've done this, but this is apparently not the one. Hold on, let me check. Did we get here in time for this chest? So it must be every 5 minutes. So, like, the next one I'm not going to get because I'm already over that. Okay, hold on. We're going to zoom back. There's not going to be any enemies. But I always, I mean... I know I chat about YB a bit, but like I would say as cool as he is, like he you know, we all know if you've hung out with him, if you've been to streams, he's very cool, very funny, great guy to talk to. He is like probably one of the most like kind oh, there we go, here's a secret. One of the most kind and like found it, one of the most kind people that I've ever like known, like one of the most like just gentle and kind and best friends that I've ever had. So his I don't know, his friendship has meant a lot to me. So thinking about the past year of like, meeting him a year ago on his birthday, very sort of random chance encounter, to then him becoming, such a good friend to me, and I don't know, just a constant presence in my life. We talk like every day, pretty much. So it's just very nice. He's wonderful. So I it's not his coolness is not an act. That's just who he is. He's just awesome. So so yesterday, as we were ending Power Wash and I was talking about it a little bit, I started to kind of tear up a bit. He has seen me cry before, so that's not new to him. But anyway, he's awesome. I can't wait to meet him when I go to Australia. It'll be a very, I will probably cry when I first, see him, and give him a hug. I will definitely. I have a part of me is like, maybe I won't cry, but I think I will. I think it's safe to say I will. Plus I have diagnosed auditory processing disorder, so if fireworks are going, I struggle to hear anything else at all. Yeah, that's fair. I'm a very jumpy person, Moxie. Like, loud noises really, make me jump. So fireworks aren't something that I typically enjoy, but I have started to, if I got invited to, a fireworks thing or something, I bring earplugs. And that seems to really help. It's because it's like that, for me, it's that initial, explosion that really, makes me jump, and then when it like the explosion of a firework, not just the first firework. It's all of the fireworks, but it's that boom that makes me jump every time. So if I can dampen it, it helps a lot. But of course he hangs out with equally awesome people. You're so baby. I love it. I love y'all's friendship. Yeah, me too. I mean I am a softie boy. It's really beautiful that you have such amazing friends like that. I agree. I mean, I feel, I tell him all the time, I feel very lucky that I am his friend, and that he, and that he's my friend. And I mean, I'll be the first to admit that, I think in our friendship, I haven't always made everything very easy for him, but he has just been a very, again, loyal and consistent, and also very just he is very unbothered, I think, a lot of the time. And so we're good. We were talking about this during Power Wash, that we're kind of a good pairing, because I will overthink things and will tell him what I'm thinking, and then he'll usually be like, nobody thinks that. Nobody has ever thought that before. It's only you that are worrying about that. And so I need somebody like that who can kind of be upfront with me and say those things, and not just be it's, I don't know. He's a good counterbalance, I think, to my anxiousness. But he's also just I don't know. When we play games, when we, he's pretty busy, so we don't always get to hang out super often. But when we play games off stream or whatever, it is always just the best time. I get to just he lets me because I ask a lot of questions when I'm hanging out with somebody, and so he just lets me basically barrage him with questions, and he'll just just sit there answering them for me, but then I don't know. I just have so much fun with him. So he's great. I think very much has I can safely say, I think, has been probably I hesitate to say this because I know it sounds very cheesy, but I think he has been probably one of the best friends I've ever had in my life. And it's one that I'm just because I was thinking about it, yesterday, and leading up to his birthday, it's like, oh, the chances that like the chances that like we met are very slim, like, because it's one of those like timing things. Like, I would have, and I say this, but like I found him just because I was working. I was up late doing some work. Wanted to find somebody to watch. I typically, at that time, will just search for the Aussie tag and just see who's streaming. And it happened to be his birthday, and last year his stream title was just like, "It's my birthday again," like kind of like yesterday. And so I was like, "Oh, it's this guy's birthday. I'm just gonna pop in. I'll drop 100 bits, say happy birthday, and then I'll leave." But I ended up listening for a bit, and I was just like, "Oh, this guy seems like really genuine. He seems really cool. I'll hang around a bit more." And then by the end of the stream, I was like, I want to be this guy's friend. I was like, this guy seems so cool. So it was just, I don't know. But like, if any of those factors had been different, if his stream title had been something else, if I had been bored, if I had not have been bored, if one of my friends was online that day already and I just watched their stream, or, you know, there's so many different factors that go into it. But I think about that and I'm like, oh, like, there is a very good chance that I wouldn't have met him. Maybe I would have eventually, because he uses the Aussie tag, so maybe at some point I would have stumbled into his stream. But, you know, there's also a great deal of chance that I would never have met him. So to me, that's just like, I don't know. It makes me very happy, because I feel like through the last year and through us becoming friends and all of that, I feel like my last year has been, you know, significantly more, you know, joyful and whatever, and just because of how our, you know, what our friendship's been like and stuff. So I'm just stupid, so it's usually my fault that I forget to bring earplugs. No, it's okay. Just invest in a good pair of earplugs, or even like the there are those like actually I have some of these because they're so sound dampening, but it's the it's typically the earphones that you would find at like a gun range or something, where it's like it's not headphones, like it doesn't play music or anything, but it's just purely like made to dampen sound. I got it at a hardware store, and I love them. If they, I mean, yeah, they're bulky and look kind of dorky and whatever, but like if I'm going to like a, you know, someplace like that, I'll just do it. Plus, also, you only have like one set of ears, protect them, so you might as well. But Barrage, no, interview. I think actually one of the first times we hung out, I think, like one of the first times we were playing games, I think he said something like, I feel like I'm in an interview right now. And I was like, I'm sorry, I love asking questions. I love getting to know people. And when I'm like hanging out with somebody, I like asking people questions and like learning about them and all that stuff. So it's adorable. Funny how life works. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah, it's, I mean, yeah, it's funny. Like, you know, the internet is such a small place, but also like, I don't know. It's just weird because it's like, okay, well, you know, also if you think about it, like if we had not been both on Twitch, if he had never started streaming, if I had never started streaming, like, you know, I would have never known this guy existed. And, you know, he's now become somebody that, you know, I consider to be one of my, you know, best friends. And it's weird how things work like that, I guess. And, you know, I think I'm still like, I'm still learning that he also likes being my friend. I think that's slowly settling in. I think, and that's just my own like anxieties and whatever. I know that probably sounds very silly to all of you, but I think you know, it's taken me a while to be like, oh wait, I think he also likes being my friend. But I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you why he likes being my friend, but I think I'm starting to get to a point mentally where I'm like, oh, I think he doesn't mind me. I think he doesn't mind when I'm around. That's where I'm at. Maybe I'm still like, I don't know if he wants to be my friend, but he tolerates me. He can tolerate me to a bit. My dad had those. He hunts a bit. Yeah. I mean, if he doesn't use them, they're honestly like so good for your ears for like even like, I mean, I know people would probably find it lame if you get to a concert and wear that, but like they make really good like in-ear earplugs. They're a bit more expensive, but like I think they're probably like $200-ish. But I don't own any, but I have heard that they make really good in-ear earplugs that are good for that type of like if you're going to a concert or you're going, you know, you're going to be around loud things. But question: why the Aussie tag? Do you have a thing for Aussies? Well, one, I do love the Aussie accent. I think the Aussie accent sounds super cool, but I don't know. I think it's like I've said the story before that, and this is like kind of a joke, but also kind of real. Where I worked at a retail store and I helped an Aussie, and it was the first Aussie I had ever met. And at the end of the interaction, well, one, like while he was talking to me, I was like, oh, his accent is so cool. This guy seems so cool. Like, just the like, you know how Aussies sound. But then he called me mate at the end of the like after I finished helping him. And I think that unlocked something in me that was like, I need to be called mate. I need to be called mate more. I didn't know I needed that. So I think ever since I've always just been like, oh, Australians are really cool. And then after I started streaming on Twitch for a bit, we met like our first Aussie, I think, was a guy named Talinus. And he was playing Animal Crossing. And then it just started to be like, oh, I should search for like Australians on Twitch, and so I just started doing that and hanging out in their communities more and more. But you deserve friends like him. Thank you, Peanut. That's very nice of you to say. He is honestly, like, again, I think he I know I will talk about him being a good friend, and I will obviously I will talk about how cool I think he is or whatever, but he is I can tell you infinitely more cool than I say. Like, just from like how good of a friend he has been to me. Like, he is a very good friend. I think in the past I have had people call me a good friend, like that I am good at being a friend is what I mean. But I feel like he blows that out of the water. Like, I think I feel inferior in my ability to be a friend by how, like, yeah, I don't know. And just how, you know, kind he's treated me, how generous he's been in his friendship. And, you know, listening to me when I've needed somebody to listen, you know, to me, or offering advice, or listening to my anxious rantings, and then him being like, you know, offering sort of like a calm, you know, presence and whatever. He has been, yeah, infinitely. That's why this Australia trip is one that I'm like so excited about. Not just because like I'm excited to, you know, go to a place where I've never been. Like, you know, I've never been to Australia, but it's one where I'm like, you know, it'll be very special to me to be able to like meet and hang out with you know, my best friend. So I think I that is something that, like, the time that we're gonna have together is the thing that I am, like, the most excited about. So anyway, I'm very excited. I can understand that. I sometimes question people's decision to be my friend too. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's. I know me, and I know some of the, like, you know, everybody brings in baggage to any kind of relationship, but like, nobody is just the perfect person, and if they feel like it, it's probably because they're just not sharing stuff with you potentially. Or just not trying to bother you with it or whatever. But, you know, everyone has their hard days and whatever. But I know that when it comes to things like friendship, when it comes to things like that, I have my fair share of yeah. Insecurities, anxieties, baggage, and whatever, and he's definitely had to deal with some of that, and he's just been very, like, he's just approached it very gently, which isn't to say, like, like, he is soft when he's had to be, but also kind of more blunt when he has had to be, which, for those who don't know, I love the word gentle, because the definition of gentle, for those who don't know, is using the least force necessary. And I think necessary is the key word there, because that sometimes means being very soft. And that's, I think, what usually, like, that's how people typically think of a gentle person, is when they're, like, very, like, timid or, like, kind of. So that's not really what I mean. Like, I guess that when I describe him as gentle, I mean, like, he has been, you know, a listener when he's needed to be, and when I've needed somebody to listen to, he has been, you know, somebody who shares advice when I've needed that, and he's been also, like, the times where I've needed somebody to just be like, like, no, this is preposterous. Like, this is not a legitimate thing. You're the only one who feels like this. When I've needed somebody to be like that, he will do that. And so he definitely is, like, what I would describe as a gentle person. But he, again, has also had to be, like, the times where he's had to be more firm in his interaction with me, he has been. So I don't know. He's just, yeah. I know I've been talking about him for a bit, but, like, it's his friendship is one that means a lot to me. So very excited for when I get down there to, like, you know, go to Australia and see things and whatever. But it'll be, you know, I think everything will be made even more sweeter by having him around, and because it's like, yeah, I could just go to the zoo by myself and hold the koala by myself. But if I get to do that, and I get to do that with, you know, someone who means so much to me and someone who's been, like, such a dear friend this past year, like, it'll be even more, you know, like, it'll just be made that much more special, you know? I'm gonna be back in a sec. All right, Moxie. So an Aussie thing. Give yourself more credit. You're cool too. You need to be your friend too. You see, that's difficult. And you don't think you're being a good friend too? I always see you support him on everything. You're very kind. To your own credit. Oh, Peanut, thank you. I hope to support him in everything that I can. You know, like I definitely, you know, try to be there at every stream and. You know, want to help him with stream stuff, or, you know, if he ever has questions and all of that, you know. I hope that's useful, and I know that I can support him in that way. You know, I hope that, you know, beyond that, I can be a good friend to him as well. But I think I I definitely struggle to see how I can do that, and if it's even something that he like, you know, benefits from, because I feel like I benefit so much from our friendship. So it for me, it's just like I don't know how I can really ever repay him for all of this. So I will definitely, when I'm in Australia, I will definitely be, you know, some of this will be, I will for sure take him to, you know, I will treat him nice, just to say thank you for the friendship and all of that. So for sure, when you guys are, you know, that's also what some of this goal stuff is going towards, is stuff that we can go do and hang out. And we're actually, like we talked about, because I think we're going to take a little road trip. And I think we're going to try to stream while he's on the road. And I'm gonna need to buy like a mic that can hook up into an iPhone. And I actually found one that I think could work. And I think it's also a good option because I would be able to use it for my camera as well. But I found a mic that connects to an iPhone via like a little connector, but it has two lapel mics, like remote Bluetooth mics, so we would both be able to be mic'd while he's driving. You would be able to hear both of us. But so like some of this stuff is gonna go towards like that stuff, so we would be able to like stream, and even like, I mean, I like have always been like a photographer. Like I love taking pictures to capture memories and stuff. I will be taking a lot of pictures. I will be recording just a lot of video as well, just for my own stuff, you know, like not necessarily for content, but just for like my own, like, you know, memories. And yeah, I always love like doing that. So like it'll be fun. I was like, oh, this would be a good mic to have because I could just attach it to my camera, and if we're out and about just doing stuff, I'd be able to have us mic'd, and it would be clear and all that. So, so anyway, so yeah, that's what some of this stretch goal stuff is also for. Valkyrie Beards, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? I just got back. I don't know the context, but it sounds like Jed is friend crushing on somebody. Yeah, pretty much. Completely starstruck. I do. Anytime I love to call YV a celebrity, and he always rolls his eyes. But yeah, I mean, for sure. Valkyrie, how are you doing? How's your day? But no, I'm talking about YV1. If you don't know him, he was on our Aussie stream the other day. But he's one of the people that I'm gonna go see in Australia, but I was on his birthday stream last night, and nothing wrong with a little friend crush, exactly. No, we were just, you know, talking about how great of a friend he's been, because I met him a year ago on his last birthday stream. I popped in, saw that it was his birthday stream, said hello, and then was like, oh wait, no, this guy's just really cool. I want to be his friend. And then I inserted myself into his life, is basically what happened. I just kept talking to him enough. Yeah, eventually we talk literally every day. So it's just been a wonderful, you know, it's just been wonderful. Be your own friend. I don't really know how to do that. So I can be other people's friends really well. The opposite's more difficult. Good. I had a nap after Rickard stream since it's a holiday here and I'm here. Wait, where are you? Are you in the U.S. with me? I live in Alaska. Anyway. Yeah, he's fantastic. I will say it again and again, and he will get annoyed again and again. He is. It's funny because I know I do mention him, but I don't always talk about him all the time. This is an exception. We are talking about YV. But he's messaged me a few times. He'll be like, I popped into your stream and you were talking about me again. And I was like, look, it's because a lot of my schedule revolves around like, well, there's a YV stream tonight, so I need to get stuff done. Or like, I don't know. He's one of the people that I hang out with the most. So I'll mention us hanging out or like something funny. But, oh, Jesse, welcome in. I was looking for this. I have not gotten it yet. And so I actually still need to perform the ritual. So actually, let me do that. Perform the ritual. Are you a big Windblown player? Ooh, I got crystallized. Don't give up. Get up. It's not over. You can do it. We're counting on you. Hang in there. Don't let go. Believe in yourself. Stay strong. That's like Peanut in chat right now. Go all the way. Don't weaken. Hold on. Give everything you've got. The fight isn't over. Ooh. Oh, we're crystallized? That actually looks so dope. I wish I could bring the camera closer. Look at that. If I do... Oh, no, I'm blocking myself even more. I'm so shiny. You just gonna let Steph, welcome in, Steph. How are you? Let's see. You're in Arizona. Okay, yeah. So we're all having the 4th of July. Well, how's your 4th of July been? How would you treat your friend? Same thing. You see, that's so difficult though. Like I can't. That's something that I can't really conceptualize. Yeah, that's something I can't. I don't know. That's difficult for me to conceptualize. I can be a better friend because I can be there for them. It is like as it is for some people. Like I find it much easier to market other people than I do myself. That's why I'm in marketing. But yeah, it's different. It's different when it's myself. There's also a lot more dealing with it and why that's difficult for me. But, oh, YV, I actually felt he's got a lawful evil alignment in contrast to your lawful good in that Aussie stream. You see, he's really not. He's honestly just, I don't know. He's just a very good friend. He is honestly fantastic. Gonna be honest, Paul, my stream is going a little bad. Kind of getting tired, so I might have to go for the night. Moxie, I hope you have a great night. Get some sleep? Or, well, still early for you, I think. Well, depending on when you go to sleep, I don't know. But Moxie, I hope you have a good one. I hope things get better. Look at yourself in the mirror and pretend you're someone else. I do that every time I look in the mirror. Is that not normal? Steph, how are you? I have fun using the fishing rod. I was just saying earlier, because so this is the first time I've played since the gifts update. And I just got the tower. And I was looking at it, and I was choosing which weapons to keep in. I think I kept in the fishing rod because I was like, it's fun. I love yeeting people off of the map, but I've never gotten it to a point where it's particularly strong. One half is asleep, and the other half has the will to keep going. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, you can see that. I need like a camera mode so I can actually like see it a bit closer. Oh, don't ask me what's normal. Yeah, is that, do you guys not look into the mirror and see a different person? Is that? Okay, let's go. So I already beat the level, but I was like, I didn't find any of the like, the side areas. So I went back and then I ended up finding that. I'm glad I went back. I'm usually the early access lizard. Is he like a chameleon, kind of? No, I don't know. He just has those eyes that are kind of like split. Sadly, when I say asleep, I mean half dead, half alive. Ruh-roh. Hopefully that doesn't affect my strength. I know it's different. It's easy to treat others well and easy to give yourself a hard time, but remember that your friends would treat you well and reassure you and give you a break when you don't. You do the same. It's hard to do, but you're not an exception. You're a person identity. You got to remind yourself every day, and it starts getting easier. Peanut, that is very kind of you. Very kind of you to say. Yeah, YV is, I don't know. He is a fantastic friend, but it's also, there's a lot that I am not necessarily, like, saying more so because of, like, I don't know. It's just not necessarily, like, stuff I want to get into the details of on stream, but I can say that I've, well, and I can at least say this, I think. For those who don't know, and this is, Jesse, you're just coming in, so you don't know me at all, and you know, there's a lot of people who don't know me. So this may be a little too much for some of you, too much too soon. But people who've been around know this, that I don't really have like a family, so and that's for reasons. And so, if you can imagine, there's stuff from that, right? There's going to be things that linger from something like that, as well as I have not necessarily had some of the best friends in the past, and so there's stuff from that as well. So that is, I think that is partially why there is that insecurity and anxieties when it comes to friendships and stuff like that. So there's definitely context for those things. But jetpack lore. Yeah, I've gotten better at being nicer to myself, but it sure is a process for sure. And I think I'm definitely not there. But it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things. But all that to say, like, let me check. Let's upgrade this. Oh, perfect. This is actually mostly good. I need a better one of those. Friends or the family you choose for yourself. Yeah, I mean, and that's one of those things. And granted, unfortunately, even some of the friends that I've chosen in the past have not been very good. So I think there's like a little bit more to like all of that, and it's not necessarily something that I want to like get into on stream on the specifics of that. I feel comfortable at least saying that. YV has heard all of it, or most of it anyways, and at least understands sort of where that comes from. So I think that's why he's also particularly kind, I think, to me, and like, because he understands sort of where I'm coming from. But I think even beyond that, like, I think apart from that, I think he would still be as good of a friend. Like, it's not like he's just doing that because he's heard it. I think early on I felt like I needed to explain to him, like, hey, let me just tell you something real fast. But also look how giant the boomerang is now. Incredible. I need the large sentinel. Understandable. I don't talk to mine because they aren't good people. It takes time to rebuild a support system of sorts, especially if your family wasn't a good one. Yeah. Yeah, mine not so much. Yeah. So childhood was not particularly fantastic. So I don't really have a family or anything. So Chad has heard me talk about like holidays can be kind of iffy and stuff. Not 4th of July. 4th of July doesn't really have much emotional significance to me, but like things like Christmas and birthdays and that kind of stuff is sort of its own challenges. But Wait, why? Oh, do I have to kill more of these things? Hello? There you are. But anyway, like, all that to say, like, you know, that is why, you know, hearing that, for those who have never heard that context, that is why, like, why a friendship like that means so much to me, and why I probably seemingly make a very big deal about it, is because it to me it is a big deal. So anyway, I am very excited about finally being able to hang out with it. It's gonna be a dream. I already know that I am going to be so sad when the trip is over. Like, I will probably cry all the way to the airport. I am already dreading the end of it, which is probably not great because I'm not even on the trip yet. Good thing you choose your family. Don't give up. There's a home there somewhere. But I get it. You're very strong and you're doing a good job. Remember that. Thank you, Peanut. Chosen family is almost always better. Yeah, there we go. Oh, trust me, I've chosen poorly in the past myself. Mr. Panda's still learning about some of them. Aw. Sign I am, and you brought a tear to my eye with the jetpack lore. Wait, Wildcard, where do you live? Also, Steph, how are you doing? If you're still here. $30, and the kids are so happy with the fireworks. I sent one to you in Discord, since you don't get to experience them like us. Wait, you are? Wildcard. Oh, wait. No. Where are you? Where are you in Asia? I don't think I knew that. Let me see the picture. Oh, that looks so good, Erica. That's awesome. Steph. Well, I hope you're having a good night. Okay, wait. I was gonna say the Philippines, but I wasn't positive because we met somebody else who's from the Philippines recently. So I was like, no, I'm getting confused with somebody else. But no, you're also from the Philippines. That's so cool. I did not know. Maybe I didn't know that. That's super, super cool. Well, hello. And no, I can't sing. I'm trying to remember. Which games have we played that took place in the Philippines? Until Then, yeah. Have you played Until Then? Because we played that game. That game takes place in the Philippines. I'm gonna give one of my horses you have horses? Valkyrie, when you come back another time, you'll have to tell us about your horses. Or is that what you just say to, like, leave chat, like, with an excuse? I have horses that I need to go take care of. No, how about look into that game? It's very, if you like visual novels, recommend it. It's fantastic. I cried during that game, actually. That's one of the games that I've cried on stream. Honestly, fantastic. Wait, I do have horses, but that'd be such a funny tease. Well, in the original Sims, I remember that sometimes if you would ask people to hang out, one of their excuses could be, I have to go feed my llama. Or camel? Or something like, maybe it was llama. I have to go feed my llama was an excuse if you weren't, like, good enough friends. And they didn't want to hang out with you. So it's, like, kind of remotely. Llama, okay, Embers, it is llama. That's so funny. I'm glad you know what I'm talking about. Oh gosh, this guy. So yeah, so you saying, I have to go give my horse a bath. It feels like it could be just, you know, an excuse. But anyway, enjoy. Tell us about your horses later. I don't know, another time, another stream, or whatever. I'd love to hear about them. Ooh! Oh yeah, I guess you do live in Arizona. That would kind of make sense, maybe. Anyway. Ooh! New trinket thing? I have to walk my goldfish. Sorry, I need to learn. But in Twitch, you can just ghost people and leave instead. Yeah, well, true. Yeah, I think that's typically what I do. Sometimes I'll say I'm lurking, but oftentimes I'm like, they don't need to know. I don't want to distract them. I guess you could do that IRL as well. Fair, you can just leave. Fly me to the moon. Fires mid-range lasers. Has it always said fly me to the moon? Max HP plus 45. Well, we're gonna get this anyway because it's much better than the one we have. I need the one that has. You can get one that like the lasers are oversized. I need it. I just blame my kids for everything. To be fair, I tell them to blame me with their friends too. Honestly, that's I find very helpful. Like if you can have an excuse like that. I will say I just usually say no to things. I used to say yes to everything. I was a big people pleaser. I have since become less of one. And so I've just gotten very comfortable with telling people no. If they invite me to something that I don't want to go to, I'll just say no. As well as, yeah, if I'm like, I don't know. I'm like more of a people pleaser if I'm already like, if there's more of like an emotional attachment to them. But if it's just like, I don't know, somebody I'm like, no, I don't need to. Is this better? Yeah. Applies curse. Even though it's the same damage, we'll get. Sometimes I say I'm lurking and just leave and close the app instead. No. I think, honestly, everyone does that. You're not alone. I know, like, I've definitely done that before, too. But I try to lurk now. More so, but I definitely have done that before. I'm like, actually, I lied to you. Just then. Oops. Let's use that. I have to take care of my dragon, but I have a pet bearded dragon. People don't either know or don't believe me, and it's pretty funny. That's honestly hilarious. I love that. I have to take care of my dragon. You can just tell me you don't want to hang out with me. I've said, especially when they don't feel safe, like my mom said I'm grounded, she's the worst, lol. Yeah, no, that's totally, I think that's great, to like, to give your kids that option, I think. Gotcha. We don't have room for this, so I'm gonna have to just take the money. We will take this. Anyway, I'm very much looking forward to the Australia trip. Also, Peanut, I said this before you were here. I said it at the very start of the stream, but thank you so much for the $5 going towards our Australia trip. We actually made the next stretch goal, so thank you very much. We had Bear give the rest for the next stretch goal. So the next goal now is a Hot Ones stream. If you guys are not familiar with Hot Ones, ooh, I will take this for sure. We have enough money. I'll take another flask. If you're not familiar with Hot Ones, it's the show. Lame. It's a show where Sean Evans like interviews a celebrity and they eat hot wings. So if we get to the next stretch goal, which is a little bit higher than the last one, but it's because to get the kit for the Hot Ones thing, it's expensive. It's like $70, $80 or something. So 80 of that will go towards the Hot Ones box, and then the rest of it will go to the trip. But I'll probably have somebody on to like interview me. So, you know, if YV is free and wants to do it, then I'll try to see if he can be here, or I'll get somebody else to do it. But I'll be interviewed while having hot wings. And maybe we'll also have like you guys send in questions or something. That would be kind of fun. Yeah, we got the nose piercing. So I will go get my nose pierced. I'm going to try to get it recorded as well so you guys can see it. For those that don't know, I had a fake one that I wore on stream for a bit. I tried to convince everyone it was real. And I think I convinced a lot of people that it was real. But I wore this. And it was a joke initially. But everyone was like, you actually look good with a nose ring. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll actually get one. A lot of people said it suited me. I think I was like the only one here when you revealed it. It was fake at the end of stream. Yeah, I think you were. You clipped it too. So yeah, I will go get my nose pierced. I have never had anything pierced, so I'm afraid. I don't know, like, for people who've ever gotten their nose pierced, will this hurt? How bad will this hurt? My godkids are getting to the age where they will be spending more time hanging out with friends without mom and dad around, so I told them they can use me as a ride, no questions asked. Oh, so good, Sassy. I'll pick them up whenever and bring them home. I'll just call text. I'll even pretend I'm their mom and yell at them that they have to leave wherever they are. That's so good, Sassy. I hope they use that. Here is picturing the Hot Ones hand warmers, a Hot Ones stream where I'm just toasty. That's all it is. No. So yeah, we'll probably get one of these Hot Ones. They like, because it's a. If you've never watched the YouTube show, you should watch it. There's probably a celebrity that you've been on. But, wait a minute. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, they are a bit more expensive than I even just remembered. They're $120 for a kit? Goodness. I feel like maybe I should just like make my own. Just get a bunch of other really hot sauces. That seems wild. It's $120 for 10 sauces. Do they have like old ones? Surely they have some old ones that are cheaper. Like from a previous season. No, they're all $120. Oh my goodness. You can buy like a smaller pack of them. Which I mean, I could do. That's so expensive. Why is it $120? Like $12 a sauce, I guess. That's quick math right there, everybody. But still, that seems so expensive. That seems very, very expensive. It's real now. Yeah, Bear got us to the rest of that stretch goal. So anyway, this is what it will, eventually will look like. Except it'll be real. But anyway, and it won't be, the ring won't be busted because it's kind of wonky. But yeah, Emers was so shocked by that. But yeah, there were even a few people who were like, haven't you always had that? That week I was like, I just got my nose pierced. And there were a few people who were like, haven't you always had a nose ring? I was like, no. So, but I'm glad that it seems natural to people. I think you look really great with the nose piercing. That one does look good. Thank you, Erica. I appreciate that. It does suit you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Wait, I've got tons of piercings. It's not that bad. Really? Eyes will water. Okay. I feel bad when people do that to themselves. One of the streamers I mod for did a hot chip one, and he got so sick we contemplated calling an ambulance. Oh boy. I really love spicy food, so I handle spice, I think, better than most people. I will still probably be like, whew, this is hot, but I don't think I will be dying, but we'll see. Because because I eat almost everything spicy. Like I love like my pizza that I get typically has jalapenos on it. If I can get a burger with jalapenos or some kind of pepper on it, great. Soups, I will make spicy. Chili, I love really spicy chili. Like I love heat in food. I'm very much a spice fan. Chicken tikka masala, oof, make it hot, please. But I think I handle heat spice better than most people, but I don't go to like the Thai places and get like the highest spice. I've done that once and was like, I finished it, but I was exhausted at the end of that meal and sweating. Yeah, so we'll see. It depends. I think honestly the thing that bothers me the most is when it just gets on your lips. Like the sauce like sticks to it and that burns. That's the thing that I think I find the worst, honestly. I watched that that one's such a good one with Aubrey Plaza. Yeah, that's great. That's a lot. Yeah. Do you order them from a wings place near you that you can order from? Well, so in an ideal situation, it would be to an ideal situation, it'd be to go to the Hot Ones website and get the like Hot Ones sauces, because it's like the way they do it on the show is you start with one that's like less heat, and then a little bit more, and then it works. You work your way to the hottest ones. But $120 is honestly so expensive, and for like if you guys are putting money towards the Australia trip and stretch goals, I'd rather have most of it go to that. Maybe what I would do is like, because they sell The Last Dab, which is supposed to be their hottest one, and like their classic one separately. They also sell Da Bomb separately, which is like one of their iconic ones. Maybe what I would do is like go order just those, so it's like cheaper. Like The Last Dab is $20, $22. So if I like got that one, and then like Da Bomb is $14, and then I went to like we have like go to another store and get some different hot sauces. Maybe like that would be sort of a different equivalent of it, because so that way we save some money and most of that money actually goes to the trip, because that's what I would prefer. Maybe that's the best way to do it. And it's okay if like a couple of the sauces are like repeated. I think that's fine. Like the heat's gonna build on itself. So, but we have Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know if they have like I don't know what their like sauce situation's like. I haven't been there in a very long time. But my thought was I was gonna probably just like heat some boneless chicken tenders here, because actually I don't like wings, and then just dip them in the sauces or whatever, and then have somebody like interview me, ask me some questions, maybe take some interviews or take some questions from the chat or something. I got my nose pierced after COVID because we were all still wearing masks, so if I hated it, no one would be able to see it. Smart. That is smart stuff. It really does feel natural for you. Thank you, Bear. Nose ring pain levels vary, people say. 3 to 7 on a pain scale of 1 to 10. Okay, interesting. 3 piercings on my left ear, 2 on my right. I got my eyebrow in high school but hated it, and I used to have the bull ring, but it got infected. Oh no. Bear, that sounds awful. Yeah, I'm hoping this would be fine. I'm hoping this will be good. Emmett did the hot chip, and he also likes spicy. Oh, how did he handle it? Chili food is 1000%. I always bring bring chili flake shaker with me. Yeah, I love it. And he was like, it's something else, man. Oh no, maybe I have not tried the hot chip. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I will. We did the spicy ramen challenge for my birthday. I'm a Spice I get all mild at the Indian restaurants. I love it so much. I don't like, for me, it's almost like, I don't know. Not that it's like, I'll have food that's not spicy, but when it's spicy, if I have the option to make something spicy, I'm like, yes, please. I need to feel alive. I can share my sub again? Did you maybe not do it last time? What month is it now? Does it say 41? That makes me feel better about your safety. Yeah, I feel like... Oh, That's weird. That's strange. Because I know, like, it will... Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I think it was the piercing place that got infected. Oh, no way. Ew. That'll also be... I need to research where to go. It still says 40. Okay. Because I thought maybe it, like, switched over to your 41. Because you can, like... Because, like, you can delay when you... You know, like, share your sub. Because I save mine when I'm in other people's streams to start a hype train. So, like, if... I'll wait to share mine until somebody else shares theirs, so that way it starts the hype train for the streamer. And so I know you can delay it. So I was like, oh, maybe yours was at 40 and just you hadn't shared it at some point, and now it's switched over to 41. But if it still is 40, that's weird. I don't know about that. I don't want you to share it again in case you get charged twice. No, that's not how that works, I don't think. There's a Tabanero challenge box on Amazon from a small business for $10. That's 4 bottles of... Oh, really? Oh, maybe I'll look into that. I thought you were talking about doing the chip. What's the challenge you're gonna do? So the next stretch goal is doing a Hot One stream. Hey Nana, welcome in. How are you? And Cretin, welcome in. How's it going? So the next challenge is to do a Hot One stream. So like the Hot Ones hot sauces, like, and we would, I would make wings, dip them in the sauces or whatever, but I would have somebody like on a Discord call to like interview me in between each one and do basically have like a Hot One stream. And then again, we could take questions from chat or, whatever. But what I was saying was like, and I just pulled up the website because I was like, from last time I checked, the Hot Ones boxes, because this is a bit higher of the next stretch goal, but it was because the Hot Ones boxes were expensive, but I thought they were like $70-$80. They're $120. That's actually on sale at full price. They're $140. Currently, they're $20 off. But so we were just discussing also then like maybe an alternative. Maybe I don't get the full Hot Ones box. Maybe I just get... Ralph!
Hot Onesie stream. Woof woof.
Ralph, thank you for getting us closer to our next goal. Unbelievable. Thank you very much. Getting us closer to our next stretch goal. Do a Hot One stream. But so one, thank you. We gotta address that. But to finish the thought I was saying, we were then saying maybe instead of buying an official box of Hot Ones, maybe I will buy their like 2 of their like signature ones, which would be about $40, and then buy I go to the store and just buy some hot sauces there that will then end up being cheaper overall, because I would prefer these stretch goals. The goal is for this to mostly go towards the trip. So I don't know if many of you want all of this to go towards hot sauces. So, wait, I gotta scram. Gonna go back to Dead Space so I can stress myself. Wildcard. Enjoy Dead Space. I hope you have fun. With the Dead Space. Also, play some Disco Elysium soon. Also, look into Until Then. You might like it. I think it takes place in Manila. Oh, actually, before we do that, ads are going to play. So let's run the ads now, because if not, they're going to get interrupted by ads. And we don't want that. We can't have Be Gifter interrupted by ads. So check and pop up. I put the link. Oh, and Hannah, how's your day going? How are you? Why aren't you doing a Hot One stream right now? Oh, cretin. You can't just lie like that here. Ooh. I'm looking at the link now. Madrigal. I mean, definitely much more. Ooh. Dragon's Breath? I'll look into that. I'm going to put that to my wish list. And I'll check that out again after stream. Well, yeah. Well, I'll check that out. I have to wait until... I'm not buying anything until we reach the goal. But that is a Be Gifter. Ralph, thank you so much for the $50, getting us closer to our next goal, our next stretch goal. I haven't even updated the command on screen and all of that. But after Hot Ones... Oh, after Hot Ones, it's going to be the Paranormal Home Inspectors Marathon, which so many of you don't know what that is. Or it's actually... Is it in... Investigators? Paranormal Home... Yeah. Paranormal Home Inspectors. Yeah. Couldn't remember if it was inspectors or investigators. But there is a show that we have watched a couple of episodes on. But the next one will be, we will watch all of the episodes of it because it's so good. Was there a murder? Why am I hearing yes? Such a great... Oh yeah, that's right, Bear. That's your favorite game. I forgot. Okay, in 1 minute we will honor the Be Gifter. Cretin, how's Borderlands going? How are you enjoying it? There is a I guess while we're waiting, let me go ahead and update. Where is stretch goals? Current goal. Hot One stream. Next one is Paranormal Home Inspectors Marathon. That's going to be way too large. Let's see how this looks. Yep, that's what I thought. Let me make that a smidge smaller. Hold on. I can do this. All right. So now, wait. Oh gosh. Anonymous. Hold on. Okay, that goes away. Whew. Why is that there? Why is the... Wait a minute. Oh, okay. We got it. Okay, ads are over. Portland, Borderlands. Oh, wait. Are you sorry? Did you finish 2? Borderlands 3, baby? I guess I'm absolutely enjoying it. Seeing as though I was up till 6:30 a.m. playing it with Devin. Oh, goodness. Wait, did you guys finish Borderlands 2? And I'll have to update the text in there. But yeah, so now, hold on, let's check it out. Okay, it's small text, but it all fits in there. So, friends, Anonymous, Ralph, you know it's dangerous to do that. You know it's a dangerous thing to gift so much here. We're at $75, getting closer to our next stretch goal. That is wild. But you know that's dangerous because you see sometimes when you gift so much,
things become quiet. Outside, trees rustle and sway. A breeze tugs at your hair as you feel the ground below you shake. Oh no.
Oh no.
You know what it is.
What is it?
A big gifter.
A big gifter. It's the different one this time. It should work. But, Ralph, thank you so much for the $50. Anonymous, thank you so much for the $75. That is so kind of you, so generous. And earlier, Bear and Peanut, thank you so much. The generosity today, off the charts. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. And look at all the generosity that's shooting out of the ground as the big gifter approaches us. To do what? We don't know. But we need to get away. And this has never failed. This one has never failed me. Big Cat has never failed. What is going on? And you guys can't hear the music, right? Because I'm hearing it. It says we're in the Big Cat scene, but we're not. We're not in the Big Cat scene. We're just sitting here. This is unbelievable. Okay, hold on. I'm waiting for it to finish. So, let's try that again. I'm going to prime it. Hold on, let's get a frog. Back to here. Back to Big Cat. Okay. So, like I was saying, sometimes when you...
Suddenly, things become quiet.
Also, this is all inspired by Disco Elysium.
Trees rustle and sway. A breeze tugs at your hair as you feel the ground below you shake.
This is the narrator from Disco Elysium. Oh no?
You know what it is.
What is it?
A big gifter.
A big gifter? Let's see how we do. Let's see if it works this time. Ralph, Anonymous, thank you so much for the $75, getting us closer to our next goal. The kindness, the generosity, and Bear earlier, and Peanut as well. Thank you so much. It's so kind. Again, it's all going towards the trip. And yay! Cat, big cat. We had the big gifter. Now we have all these cats. They're so big. Look at all the big cats. They're dancing. They're running. They're jogging. They're dancing. They're wearing bow ties. All of these cats. Cats. So many different cats. They've come to rescue us from the bee gifters. So many. Oh my gosh, that Emmers. That is so good. That is so good. I love that email. Way to go, everybody. Thank you for saving me from the bee gifter. So many cats everywhere. We're jamming. We're catting. So good. But thank you so much. Good thing I didn't get hit by a laser. So thank you. Thank you guys for the hype and for also, again, getting us even closer to our goal. You guys have been so kind and so incredibly generous, so thank you very much. Thank you for that. I very much appreciate all of you. And again, I'm very excited about the Australia trip. Like, it is going to be a dream. When we were doing the Aussie stream, one of my, like, what are the chances? And one of them was, what are the chances that I cry every day that I'm there? I honestly think it's high. I think I'm going to be very emotional being there. And just like, this is the best day of my life every day. So anyway, I'm very excited. Also, side note, for those who don't know, because I know there are people who haven't played Disco Elysium. This is a Disco Elysium reference. In the game, if you're while you're walking around, if the main character sees something that he can interact with, that like there's like, because it even does random checks while you're walking around. If there's something that he can interact with, a little ring pops up above his head, and you can like click the little like thingamabobber, and it'll like give you a little like text thing. Anyway, so that's, as well as, I don't think I have a way to do the like, I can play it here. This is what happens when you succeed in a check in Disco Elysium. It makes that noise, the and then like the click, and then it shows like your score. And if you guys have never noticed, you have a success there. There's also like one if you fail, but anyway. So that's all Disco Elysium references for those who don't know. Actually, you know what? That'd be funny. That would actually be really interesting if you got it. It's supposed to be, though, like the idea, the narrative of the Bee Gifter is supposed to be that I am correctly sensing that there is something approaching, and that that narration is my internal monologue, or not really. I guess it's not even a monologue, really, because it's not. I don't think that's supposed to be the main character's voice. It's just like the representation of his inner workings, I guess. Anyway, so, but it's supposed to be like, I'm like, something's coming. Yes. So anyway, but it would be funny if there was some way you guys could fail a check. That would be really interesting. I never considered that. How long am I going to be there? So the goal is 3 weeks. That is sort of dependent on stretch goals and things, because, you know, paying for hotels or Airbnb or something, you know, expensive. For the 3 weeks that I'm there, as well as, you know, I'm sure I'm going to be fed at some points, but like, you know, food and stuff, like, so it's all dependent on that. But the goal is 3 weeks. I should be able, YV and I have talked about doing like a stream while I'm there, while he's driving around. But that's fantastic. 3 weeks is quite a while. I know. I feel like it's not going to be enough. I feel like it's going to be some of, I think, the happiest weeks ever, and I'm going to be so sad when it's over. I think I'm going to be absolutely devastated when I have to come back. But yeah, I really wanted to make the most of it, because it's also like, fun fact, have not left the state of Alaska in 13 years. So, yeah, so this will be the first vacation I will have had in a very long time. Yeah, I was like, let's make the most of it while I'm there. If I'm going to fly halfway across the world, you know, I'm going to stay there for a bit, you know, and I want to be able to, you know, hang out and have fun. And, you know, I'm not really, you know, luckily I'm not somebody who's like, I'm not very activity oriented. Like, I don't have to be doing something in order to be entertained. It's more of like the people that I'm with. So like, you know, if YV was like, you know, what do you want to do today? And I was like, I don't know. What do you want to do today? He was like, I don't really want to do anything today except for play video games. I'd be like, I'm down. I'm so down. This is the best day ever. So you know, I don't have to be going out and doing stuff though. We've already talked about some things that like we're gonna go to the zoo and there's different restaurants that I want to go try and have some good, you know, good food and stuff like that. A lot of food-based things. There's also like a couple of museums that I want to go see. So like they're you know, that's what all of this is for. And well as like I was mentioning, I need to buy that like mic that I can hook up to an iPhone as well as my camera and some other stuff. But anyway, same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. So yeah, and I mean, things are looking good that I also will be seeing Daz as well. I should be traveling south, and so should be good. Should be a fun time. Try to take over the world. Even if you don't drive out with Ralphie, I'm pretty sure we're pretty sure it's happening. Pretty sure it's happening. So I'm very excited. Very, very excited. One, just because like I love road trips, and I haven't been on a road trip since I've been up here because we can't really leave Alaska. Really, I mean we can go to Canada, but that's like a lot. And so yeah, we're you know, I'm not gonna drive just to Canada on a whim. So one, I'm just kind of excited about just being in a car for a bit. What was I gonna say? But yeah, it'll be fun. We're gonna see. I think we're gonna be able to see Daz and friends, and hopefully go to Sydney. I think we're gonna go down. So Yvie was born in that area, close to Daz. So I think we're gonna hang out there also. I think he's gonna show me around. He's gonna show me around his hometown. I need to make a shirt for when we're in his hometown. Something that says like hometown hero, and it just has like his face on it or something like that. Something that he could just be like, why are you doing this to me? Take care of your American. He will. It'll be very fun. I was telling Yvie, I was like, yeah, because like Daz is there, Lego, miscellaneous, and he was like, oh, that'll be great. We can see all of them. Save it from all the drop bears, exactly. By the way, let me beat this boss. I've just been sitting here at this shop. Let me beat the last boss of this bosses. Anyway, it should be fun. I think that should be 12-hour stream. No. I'm sure so many of the Americans are going to be going to sleep very soon. But yeah, I mean, would also like to go to Sydney. Shredding this. Now it's time for the big guy. Eat it, fish! Actually, this is the perfect time to say Yvie's get fished idiot. Literally get fished. Oh boy. Ah! Heal. Oh, killed him. Wait, were you finishing up or just chatting? We were just kind of we had played a bunch of this, and then we started talking about friendship and kindness and everything, and then got distracted, and then I don't remember why we moved over initially, but then I just stayed in just chatting for a bit. You know, as I do sometimes. Wait, this is not the exit. There we go. Okay, I gotta get up early for my stepbrother coming over to do some landscaping. I should be a good big sister and make sure I have the coffee ready. Oh, that's so wonderful. Well, I hope you have a great night, Erica. Have a good one. Ralph aimed to distract you. He did that was it. Yeah, that definitely did it. I was 9 minutes too late for this. Well, yeah. I was already overtime by the time we even got to this level. Yeah, the distraction works. Oh. If you guys get me on a tangent, it works. Friendship and kindness talk. Yeah. We're talking about all of that. You know, it was a good time. We had a good little chat. We can probably start winding down though, because I know it's you know, 6 p.m. here means it's like starting to get late for the Americans. Wait, what is that? Oh, this is so good. They made some changes here that are really nice. Looks like the hexes are on their own row of things, which is super nice. They used to take so now okay, so the way this works, because we just finished the last boss of the run, so now there's just endless mode. And the way endless mode works is it removes some of the damage caps and some of the like skill caps for your stuff. We were limited to 6 trinkets before. You can now have more. You can have 3 rows of trinkets, so 18. You can have 18 of them. And then, but the hexes used to be a part of the trinkets in here, but now they are not. They're in their own little rows. That means you get to have more trinkets. We love that. So good. I'm here for it. But I just wanted, we hadn't streamed a lot this week. Also, what's fun, I do like this. I feel like it's one of the few roguelike games that allow you to do this. So many roguelike games, if you quit in the middle, it like cancels your one more. It cancels your run or just like ends it. This one, no, it starts right where you left off. I love that. It's a good feature to have. But no, we hadn't streamed much this week, and I was like, let's go ahead and stream today. Let's, you know, at least do something. As well as because I know a lot of people had off today, but we'll probably stream tomorrow, I would imagine, just to again make up for the fact that we missed a couple of streams earlier this week. We'll probably play Ruffy in the Riverside. Unless I decide to play more Windblown or something else, but I can play music also. That'd probably be nice. Yeah, so we'll do that. I don't have really anything else going on, so I think good chance we'll stream tomorrow. Anyway, friends, thank you so much for being here. I have to give a few thank yous real fast before we go. First, let me pull up my stream elements. Or the activity feed. There you go. 1, Peanut Matt, thank you so much for the $5. Too much to bear for the $95. helping us complete our nose-piercing goals. I need to start researching places in town and where people recommend, because I want to make sure it's at like a reputable place. Ralphie/Daz, thank you so much for the $50, getting us closer to our Hot One stream. And Anonymous, thank you so much for the $25 as well. So kind of you. I very much appreciate the generosity and getting us closer to our stretch goals. Again, this all, you know, it's for the purpose of the Australia trip and stuff that I'll be able to get to do, things I'll be able to see, how long I get to stay and all of that. And so I very much appreciate all of it. It is very, very generous of you all. And then also our Twitch ones. Sassy, thank you so much for the 48 months, 4 years on the 4th. Incredible. Daz, thank you so much for the 16 months. Incredible. Thank you for being here for so long. Yimit for the 130 stream streak and for the 40 months resub. Emmers for the 120 stream streak. Thank you guys for being here. You guys are awesome and amazing. Yeah, I think we'll probably be back tomorrow again, just to make up for the lack of streams. Probably playing Ruffy. I just wanted to play something different today. I was like, I don't feel like playing Ruffy, don't feel like playing the altars. Let's do something else. So that's what that was. But I love Windblown, so I would love to play more of that again soon, but we'll see. But friends, thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye-bye!